what other secrets or tips or tricks do you have for people who are trying to be on the internet? This, I literally, people, it's like people coming out of the woodwork. I don't want to say who it is, but I recently had somebody who was an accountant at an accounting firm I don't use. They reached out to me and they were like, hey, I want to become like a accounting influencer person. Yeah. And I was like, why would you want to do that? And they're like, well, because eventually I could leave. Maybe I could make a living just doing the content, but also then I could start my own accounting firm. And like they had this whole little plan. And I was like, sure. Like, why not? Right. Guess what I do? If I need an accountant, like millions of other people around the world, they Google. And if your content is ranking up there, like you have some advantage, whether it's through ads, whether it's through building a business, whatever.
Sure.
But I was like, oh, every single industry, somebody's going to try to do this.
Okay, so let's break this down just off of your accountant. I love doing these kind of thought exercises with people because it's it's no effort for me. Mm-hmm. I have an opinion. Again, I'm a subject matter enthusiast. Take my advice with a grain of salt. Algorithms change, policies change, and what's working for people today probably won't 6 months from now. But having said that, for your accountant and really anyone, be consistent with your value proposition from day one. You can experiment here and there, yes, but don't fall into the trap of vanity metrics. Your ego wants you to get those vanity metrics, the likes, the comments, the views, and everything else. None of that shit matters. Mm-hmm. What matters is the people coming to consume your content care about it. That is it. Like if your goal is to get views, you might as well just be getting bikini models or something like that. It turn into another form of Instagram, right? You do a provocative photo or something like that, or somebody being outrageous in the thumbnail. Yeah, you'll get views, but people only buy into that for so long. And if your value proposition isn't consistent, again, let's go with your accountant here. He's starting a channel. Start creating accounting content. Don't fall into the trap of being sensational. Oh, blah, blah, blah. But be relevant in your space. Hey, I don't know what accounting thing is happening here in the world. BlackRock's doing this or whatever it is, and break it down for your viewers. Or, hey, here is 10 ways to save money on your taxes. Do collaborations. He's going to have Anthony over and we're going to talk about my taxes today, and we're going to disclose to everybody how much you made in 2022 or whatever it is, right? These things that can help him grow, but he stays in his lane and stays consistently.
That show would fucking pop. If there was an accountant that created a show and
there are a lot.
And there's if you broke down people's taxes. Yeah. Especially if you start getting celebrities.
Well,
can you imagine?
Again, here's one.
John Travolta used this tax trick to avoid.
It's beautiful. Sorry,
I don't know anything about John Travolta. I just figured he'd be a good person.
No, it's great. But then, and again, I geek out on this. Like I'm giving this dude 1,000,001 suggestions. I'd probably go on Social Blade or one of these websites and try to forecast what a creator would make based off of impressions. Look and see if they had any ad deals, and then maybe forecast what a production costs and like itemize and deduct and all these other different things. You could do like a high level forensic for what it is, like without actually having access to that stuff, and it would probably grow. And then he could throw in these really viable, healthy like hacks for people who don't have YouTube channels or whatever it is, but be consistent with that. And again, like I was showing you earlier with hotspots and everything, he could probably find a lot of videos and ride on the coattails of it by segmenting and commenting on that stuff as a subject matter expert.